What up, YouTube Dog Pound Nation? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the afternoon rant. We're here to talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns and what took place yesterday out there in BEREA. Browns are in town for little off-season activities, but before we get into that, you're here for the first time. Please take that time right now. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notification bell. So please join the family, new channel and all. Can't do it without you. So please subscribe, like, and hit that bell. So let's get into this. The Cleveland Browns are in town for some activities. And I, watched some of those videos, those press conference videos. I did watch Deshaun Watson, Myles Garrett, Amari Cooper, Greg Newsome. And I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna start off with that. I'm very, very excited about this upcoming season, especially with Deshaun Watson. Dude's been working overtime. He's been, having the guys come down to Texas to work out with him. Everybody besides Amari Cooper on the offensive side of the ball. Due to the fact that Amari Cooper had surgery and he's recovering, and it's been about 8 weeks. Recovery time is 8 weeks, so he's right at that mark right now. So he's all ready to go. But with Amari Cooper and Watson, they're gonna have plenty of time to get on that same page with the chemistry and all that. I'm not too worried about that. And just like Watson said, he thinks it's gonna be a magical Browns year, and I am a firm believer it's going to be a good year for these Cleveland Browns. And you got to be excited because last year everybody's like, well, look what he did in 6 games. Stop being ignorant with this, okay? The guy didn't play for 2 years. He was in a system that was not built for him. It was for Jacoby Brissett, and that was pretty much Watson's preseason, to get that rust off and to get used to the speed of the game and all that good stuff. So and Stefanski and Watson, they have this whole offseason to build this offense to Watson's strength, and that is very, very important. And you're going to see a huge difference. This offense is not going to be a run first. It's obviously going to be a pass first offense. And again, you're going to see a lot of RPOs. It's all about Watson. All right, it's all about Watson, and he's going to be successful. And I'm a firm believer in that. And and the other thing is too, he doesn't have no distractions. Yes, he's still got some court stuff, civil stuff going on with, the whole thing that he's been dealing with. But, he doesn't have to worry about that suspension now. How many games am I going to be suspended? And, sharing first team reps with another quarterback. And no, it's all Watson's. It's Watson's show. So I'm excited, and I'm a firm believer it is going to be a hell of a lot better than what we've seen at the end of the year last year. So I was happy to hear that. Watson's been working that overtime. I think he's really ready to come in here and win for these Cleveland Browns. Yep. And then my next video I watched was Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's Myles Garrett. But the biggest thing with Myles, he's very excited to be in this defense with Jim Schwartz. This wide 9, I am very excited to see what Myles Garrett is going to do. All right. He pretty much, he spoke with Schwartz. Schwartz is letting him loose and do your thing. Get to the quarterback. And this wide 9 leaves Myles out there on an island, one-on-one, and best man wins. And I think Myles is, and that's harder to double team as well. That wide 9, it's hard. So it's gonna work in Myles' favor without a doubt. And I'm looking at Myles. I think he's going to go ham this year. I think he's going to be looking at the range anywhere from 21 to 23 sacks this season. Firm believer. And I'm excited. Can't wait. And not to mention the other additions that we've added to this team during free agency. Double O on the opposite end. I think he's going to be a very good defensive end on this team, in this system. Again, the wide 9, Double O out there on his own. Dude was balling. I think he was like the 3rd or 4th best pass rusher the last 7 to 8 games last year. Dude, I think is only going to get better, especially playing the opposite side of Myles Garrett. And it's exciting, guys. I'm very excited. As we know, the Browns have, addressed the defensive tackle position. So that's going to help tremendously. And it's going to be great. I'm a firm believer in that. I really am. And then we had Greg Newsome. He was on the mic yesterday, and he talked about, obviously the big thing is they were asking him, do you want out of Cleveland, and do you want to seek a trade or get traded? And he said, absolutely not. This is who drafted me. This is where I want to be. And those are good things to hear. But are those things he's saying just to, are they sincere? Who knows? We'll see. He says he has no problem playing in the slot now after speaking with Jim Schwartz. So this system's different than Joe Woods, all right? And, the thing is, what Newsome said yesterday, I noticed he kind of felt like a linebacker out there in the system that he's been playing in Joe Woods' system. So he, from what he says, it's a lot different, this system. And, he's going to be pretty much doing his own thing in this system. And that's something he's excited about. That's what he said. So we'll see. Time will tell. All right. As the season nears, we'll see what he's doing in camp. And hopefully we don't have any issues. And that's pretty much it. It's cut and dry. Newsome says he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants to be here. So we'll see. So hopefully, they have more success on defense this year, which I think they really will. And it's going to help Newsome out a lot, too, with a better front and this wide nine. There's going to be more pressure on the quarterback, and which that helps, obviously, the defensive backs tremendously. So it's going to help Newsome. All right, he's not going to feel like, he's going to be covering a DB or a wide receiver for 20 minutes out there at a time. So, because that's what it feels like when you're running around chasing down a wide receiver, trying to blanket on him. It feels like the play, if you don't get pressure on that QB, 4 seconds feels like it's a 40 minutes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on with Newsome. Like he said, he ended up switching agents for personal reasons. So, we'll see what's going on, but he's got the best in the game, Greg Rosenthal. So, I was happy to hear Newsome at least change his tune a little bit, because I was worried about going into this offseason, having a little bit of drama, and it starts leaving like a sour taste in some of these guys' mouth about, I'm sure they don't want to hear a teammate constantly bitching about playing in a position. And he's going to do what's asked of him. So that was good to hear. I'm not sure if I mentioned. No, I didn't. I forgot to mention Myles Garrett before I go. Myles Garrett did come out and say he's officially retired from the Pro Bowl. So Myles Garrett will not be playing in the Pro Bowl anymore. None of the obstacle courses or anything like that. As we know, he got injured, jammed his toe, and he says it's been nagging, and it feels like it's 10 times worse than his shoulder from the accident that he had last year when he flipped his Porsche. So he's done. No more Pro Bowl, and I'm glad, because we don't need him out there in the Pro Bowl. He'll probably still attend it and be there, show face and all that, but he is not playing no more, which I'm glad to hear. I don't want to hear our guys. I don't want to. Is it, tear your ACL or something, you're screwed. So I like hearing that out of Myles' mouth. So that's all I got for now. I watched Amari Cooper, as you pretty much just talked about, recovering from his surgery. It's like an 8-week recovery time, which it's 8 weeks now, so he's healthy. I'm excited. So we'll see what happens, guys. All right, so I want to hear you down in the comments down below. What do you think this Brown season is going to be? Do you think, and agree, with what Watson's saying, that it's going to be a magical Cleveland Browns season? Let me know in the comments down below what you think the outcome is going to be this year. So let me know. And again, you're new here for the first time, please subscribe, like, and hit that bell. Please hit that like. It helps my channel grow. gets the videos out there. So please hit that like. And I truly appreciate it from the bottom of the heart. And I want to thank all my loyal and dedicated viewers and subscribers for your dedication to the channel. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We're rocking and rolling now. We got off-season activities, more content coming your way. Until next time, you already know. God bless. And go Browns!